random dad stuff. Yeah.
Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. This is the southern end of the Florida National Scenic Trail. It's 1,400 miles long, and if you're hiking the trail, if you're staying overnight, you come over here to this mailbox, open it up. This is maintained by the Florida Trail Association, Big Cypress chapter, and you sign the log here. So if you look on here, today's May 29th. Edward Perez started at 10:30 a.m. He's staying overnight. He should be back out on May 30th. If he's not out by then, we have a record of it and somebody can go looking for him. And you also need to have a overnight camping permit if you're doing that. There's some people that hike the trail all the way through. They're called through hikers, and it's 1,400 miles long. Takes 60 to 90 days to do, so hopefully that'll be a future video in several years. We will do that. This RV has a neat auto leveling feature, except it's not fully auto because you still have to push the button. Let me show you how it works. We turn this on, make sure the parking brake is set, the engine has to be running, and we hit this button that says auto. It'll start going down. Shows which one's going down. Get us all leveled up here. This RV has 2 slide outs, so we got to make sure this says driver's seat forward. Okay, yes, the driver's seat is forward far enough that it's not going to hit that, and we just go ahead and push this button and the slide out will slide out. And this section over here also slides out. The bunk bed section. Now we've got to hook up our water, electric, sewer, so we do that right here. Pull out our sewer hose riser.
Grab longboard.
Pull out our things here. This is the fun part, because if you smell it and it smells okay, then you're good to go. All right, we just untwist this here, stick that off to the side. Connect that up onto there. And pull out our riser. This just makes sure it stays elevated so it's always running downhill. That's the first law in sewer. Is crap always runs downhill. So, go. Alright. Looking pretty fine. And then we can go ahead and open up the gray valve here. A little bit of water in there. We don't need to open up the black yet because there's a black tank. Stuff can accumulate in there and get some good smells going in the RV. Next thing is to plug in our power. We've got to unplug it from here, which is from the generator while we're driving. Stick it through this hole here. Come over to our electric box over here. Plug this in. There we go. Now, before you do that, it's important to make sure your air conditioner and some other big appliances are off. I did that previously. And then we can go ahead and close that up. The next thing we have to hook up is our water. We've got a water hose here. It's got a filter on it, so we have fresh, clean water. Now, this one's a little weird because our water's way up there. So, luckily we have a long enough hose we can do this no problem. Alright. Now it's important that you don't have kinky hose, because if you have kinks in your hose, then it'll inhibit the flow. Now it's important to note on this specific model, we have the one that's city water in, then this one is a Santee flush. So we use that when we're done, when we're packing up, we put it in there and it's got some sprayers on the inside of the black and the gray tanks that cleans it out so you smell fresh on your way home. To get this awning out, we have a little button here, pretty fancy. We just turn that on and we push extend, and then it goes out. As a general safety feature when you're driving, you want the steps up, so when this door closes, the steps retract. However, once you get to where you're camping, you don't want that to happen every time. So what we have is just this little switch right here. Push that switch. Oh. And now, when we close the door, the stairs stay down. You catching anything?
I caught one catfish.
2 catfish already.
2 catfish.
Alright, we're going to grill up some of this catfish the Zine caught.
Yeah, and they have no scales. That's why we didn't have to scale it.
So what we're going to do, get some lemon pepper. We just put it on here. Get a bunch of lemon pepper, put some on both sides, put it on here, and when it turns white, it means it's done. One of the most important decisions you'll ever make for your RV is where to put the stickers you collect from all the places you visit. What are we thinking here?
Oh, I think we should put the Everglades stickers right here, and then the other parks on here and there.
We're going to go take a little bike ride to the other end of the island. Guess there's a little museum over there we're going to check out. But the island is only about a half a square mile, and the RV park here is about a third of that. So let's get going. So that was the end of the island. This island's height is 3 feet above sea level. However, there is a middle part of the island that gets up to 20 feet high, and that's due to thousands of years of all the conch shells being piled up. So you'll see there's a little hill right here. So I saw this hill here that was kind of dug out, and I was like, why is there a hill here? But guess what? It is all just shells that have been piled up here for hundreds and hundreds of years. Strange. We decided to take a little side trip here to Shark Valley. It's part of the Everglades. We've driven past here several times, and we decided might as well stop and see what it's all about. Here we go. So why do they call this Shark Valley?
Because there's a whole bunch of sharks. I don't know, because there's alligators.
We are here on the Bobcat Boardwalk Trail. I don't see any bobcats. There's definitely a boardwalk here though.
Yeah, boards and you're walking.